I just want to make a disclaimer before I start this video. If my energy seems weird or anything, it's just because I'm on meds and I took them before I did this video. So I'm trying my best to be normal, but hey, what's up you guys, it's Jordan. I'm back with another video, and today I'll be sharing some mistakes and misconceptions that we've been making with natural hair. It's Cinco de Mayo right now as I'm recording. I'm not sure what day exactly this is going to post, but I'll be natural for 1 year in 25 days. Since I was transitioning and I cut those bitches loose. Before we get into this video, click this button right here to subscribe, turn on your post notifications to be notified every time I post another video, and let's get into it. So the first mistake that I've been guilty of is playing in your hair too much. If you comb through your hair too much or you brush your hair too much, your hair is going to break. You're not giving your hair time to like be itself and do its thing naturally. You're obstructing its like stuff. So stop playing in your hair that often. Don't be doing length checks every day. Like, come on sis, don't put in a protective style and then want to take it out 2 days later to see your growth. Like, that's not how it works. The second mistake is, even I'm guilty of this one, not deep conditioning. Guys, deep conditioning is different from putting a conditioner in your hair for like longer than it says to. Listen, yeah, a lot of you do it, I know, because I used to do it. Do deep conditioning at least once every 2 weeks if you can. This goes into my next tip. Do not shampoo your hair too often. Don't use harsh shampoos every day because it's going to strip your hair of its natural oils and then it's going to get dry. And that's why when you're going to use clarifying shampoos, it's very important to deep condition so you can put all that nutrients back in your hair, or even pre-poo. Every time I shampoo my hair, I pre-poo. I use all the oils I want to use, and I make sure that I'm paying attention to my scalp, and I'm making sure that I'm paying attention to the ends of my hair, since that's the oldest part of my hair. I mean, if you can do it, if your hair is okay and you've been doing it, then by all means do what's best for you. But me, think about it this way: you're going to wash your hair every day and then you have to use the products every day again. Your $15 conditioner, no sis. Another mistake that we've been doing is using someone else's hair routine. You have to understand that your hair is unique, and what might work for me might not work for you and might not work for the other person. This person can be using Aztec clay mask and you try to use it and it dries out your hair. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like, find something that works for you and stick to what works for you. Don't try to do this girl's curly hair routine when she has 4B hair and you have 4C, or she has 4A and you have 3B. You know what I mean? Find what works for you. Okay? Okay. Another mistake we've been making is not knowing what products are good for us. There's so much you need to know about your hair and what's good for your hair. In order to find the right products, you need to know what your hair type is, what your hair porosity is, what if you have like oily hair or dry scalp, or if your hair is prone to build up. All of that you have to take into consideration when you're using products. Because if you use, say, if your hair is prone to like a lot of build up, you're not going to want to use this big, thick, creamy hair product on your hair, because then you're going to have to keep on washing your hair like every other day. So find products that's specifically for your hair type and what works for you. Another tip that I have for you is pay attention to the ingredients in the products. I know this sounds like I've been saying this over and over again, but listen, what's good for you might not be good for somebody else. Like, you might not want products that have like alcohols and like sulfates and stuff, but that might work for somebody else. I always look at the first 5 ingredients of the product because those are the most important ingredients in the products, and that's what they use the most. Like, for example, if you just bleached your hair, you might not want to use a product with a lot of alcohols because that's just going to dry out your hair and make your hair really brittle. So pay attention to the ingredients in your product. Another mistake that a lot of us are guilty of is not knowing our hair. Remember earlier when I was saying how porosity and hair type and all that stuff is important? It really is, because like, you might think your hair is 4C, but really your hair is 4A, 4B, or 4B, 4C. But you can't judge your hair in its dry state. Your dry state is not its natural state. You have to judge your hair while it's moisturized or wet, and then that will help you to better pick your products and know what styles are best for you and what hair routine would fit your lifestyle better. Last but not least, my last tip is love your hair. If you don't love your hair, then you're not going to actually pay attention to the stuff that you need to pay attention to and the signs that you have to pay attention to. Because you can't love your hair and then be like, I really want my hair to grow, I don't know why it's not growing, but you're not paying attention to, you're not giving your hair the type of attention that it needs. But I mean, if you don't love your hair and show your hair the love that it needs, it's not going to flourish. So those are the tips and the mistakes that even I am guilty of with natural hair. I don't know if this video is like, even if it helped you at all, but I hope it did. Thanks for watching. If you got to the end of this video, comment this emoji right here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications to be notified every time I post another video. All of my social media is linked down in the description box below. Follow me and I'll probably follow you back. And yeah, I'll be back in more videos. Bye.